Okay, today we're looking at multiplying fractions again. So make sure you have your whiteboard out or a piece of scratch paper so you can follow along. So remember when we're multiplying fractions, the first thing we do is we multiply across the top. And across the bottom. So we'd have 1 times 1 and 3 times 4. So 1 times 1 on the top is 1, and 3 times 4 is 12. And then we always ask ourselves, can I simplify? And in this case, we have 1 on the top, so we really can't simplify anything else because really 1 is 1 times 1, and then we'd have 12 times 1 on the bottom. And if we canceled the 1s, we'd still be left with 1/12. So our solution here is 1/12. Looking at the next one, we have 1/2 times 1/4 across the top and across the bottom. 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 4 is 8. Same thing, 1 is on the top, so we're not going to be able to simplify. Then we have 1/4 times 2/3. So across the top, we have 1 times 2, and on the bottom, 4 times 3. So 1 times 2 is 2, and 4 times 3 is 12. And I asked myself, can I simplify? So 2 and 12. We think about this. 2 is equal to 2 times 1, and 12 is equal to 2 times 6. So if we get rid of the 2 and the 2, we're left with 1/6. So our simplified version is going to be 1/6. Make sure you're simplifying your fractions because otherwise they won't be correct. All right, here we go. 3/4 times 1/3. 3/4, or 3 times 1 on top, and 4 times 3 on the bottom. So we'd have 3/12. And 3/12, I know I can simplify. And a quick way to know is when I look back at what I was multiplying, I have a 3 here and a 3 here. Well, if I have the same number on top and the bottom, I know that I can simplify. Just line them up and get rid of the 3's, and I'm left with 1/4. So my simplified version is 1/4. 1/3 times 2/4. So 1 times 2 on the top, and 3 times 4 on the bottom. And I'm going to have 2 over 12. Well, we just did this one, 2/12. We know that 2 equals 2 times 1, and 12 equals 2 times 6. So when we simplify, we're left with 1/6. 1/2 times 3/4. 1 times 3, and 2 times 4. And we multiply across the bottom. And we're left with 3/8. And I asked myself, can I simplify this? I've got 3/8. Well, this is really only thing that makes 3 is 3 times 1, which then would give us 8 times 1. And when we cancel out the 1 on top and the 1 on the bottom, we'd be left with 3/8. 1/3 times 3/4. 1/3 is 1 times 3, and 3 times 4. Once again, I'm looking at this and I know I have a 3 on the bottom and a 3 on the top. So these are going to cross each other out, and I'm just going to be left with 1/4. So my simplified version would be 1/4. 2/3 times 3/4. On the top, it's 2 times 3. On the bottom, it's 3 times 4. So I'm going to get 6/12. So 6/12. Well, I know a lot of things go into 12. I know 2 goes into 12. I know that 3 goes into 12. I know that 4 goes into 12. And I know that 6 goes into 12. So 6 is the biggest, so that's the one I'm going to use. I'm going to say 6 times 2 equals 12. And over here, I know that 6 times 1 equals 6. So when I cross off the 6's, I'm left with 1/2. That is my simplified version. All right, so today you need to take your quick check Form B, and when you're done, make sure your name is on it and turn it into the top basket in the turn-in basket, and I will correct them on Monday.